Hey guys, and welcome to a quick update on the copyright situation. You know the two cases that I've kind of got going. Do excuse the mess. I've literally just come back from a well needed break. Let's put it that way, and I've come back to stress, so it's fine. It's everything's working as usual then. But the copyright cases. While I was away, actually, I say while I was away, literally 4 hours ago. I received an email from YouTube about the with regards to the Sony strikes on my channel. For those of you who don't know, I got 2 copyright strikes from Sony for playing God of War. Yeah, I'm still playing God of War, so they clearly didn't want me to not play it, but they striked me nonetheless because my copy of God of War arrived early and I played it before they wanted me to have it. I guess. Not having just I'm trying to preempt any comments that I get. So not because I had any embargo or they told me not to play it or anyone from Sony even contacted me about it. No, they just literally strike my channel for no reason. So if you watch the previous video, which will be linked in the description, I talk about how like it was fair use, blah 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 blah. You can watch the video anyway. But so yeah, I was willing to. I submitted a counter notification, and I'm actually going to tell you about the entire process of that because after I get to the point. Steve, will get to the point! I'll tell you about the process of that because I didn't know what happened, and being from a legal background, I didn't even know what happened, so it might be good to inform some of you guys what happened, like the actual process of that. But they actually came back, and Sony have refused to take it further, take me to court over this, so the videos have been reinstated. Which, as I said in the previous video, I'm now going to seek some more experienced legal counsel, let's put it that way, in the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, and speak to them about recompense, because obviously that was the first 2 videos in my series that were doing really well, and that's like they got taken down over something that even Sony believe was not worth fighting for. So if it's not worth fighting for, then they're admitting that it was wrongly placed. In my eyes, anyway, and in the eyes of most contract law, it would be the fact that they've left it as an admission to the guilt of it being a wrongly enforced takedown notice. So, or at least that's the way I would look at it. So that's why I want to talk to legal counsel on it, because I do believe that's the way it would work, but I'll need to obviously see. But so yeah, they basically came back and they've says, you know what, it's totally fine, and your videos are back up. And if you look back on the channel, I'm going to leave them up. The episode 1 and 2 have way more views than the episode 1 that I had to like restitch together, re-render, and re-upload. So I definitely think that there's room for at least some damages there, and the fact that my series pretty much ended because by the time that I got access to my channel back and got to re-upload these videos, it was already past the small window, and anyone that's been on YouTube knows how small a window that is when a new AAA game's released to kind of garner the audience that you get through the rest of the series. Especially with a channel the size of mine, which is tiny in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, so that's still going. So the actual like what happens when you submit a Digital Millennium Copyright Act counter notification, which is basically when you get a strike, which is basically a DMCA takedown notice, which says that you must, under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, henceforth known as the DMCA because I'm sick of saying that word, under the DMCA, you must take down this video because it infringes our copyright. So when you get a strike, aka a DMCA takedown notice, you have a choice to appeal the DMCA. So you've got 2 choices. You can either try and email them, because when you get a strike, you get an email. It's just when it's Sony, it's a faceless email that will just go to probably their legal team or some junk. So you can email them and say, like, please remove this strike, I believe it was blah, 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 but they're under no obligation to actually do anything, which most of the time they will probably not do anything unless you've got a contact at the company that you can say, like, listen, here, can you sort this out for me? And the other option you have is to issue a DMCA counter notification. And in issuing a DMCA counter notification, you're basically telling YouTube to submit to the issuer of the takedown notice, in this case Sony. You're telling YouTube, right, you need to message them and tell them that I am going to fight this, and that starts an actual legal proceeding. So the way that the DMCA works is that YouTube, on your behalf, will contact the person issuing the strike, and then they have 10 days in which to take you to court to start full-on legal proceedings to ensure that these videos are taken down under DMCA. And after the 10 days, if they have not shown any evidence that they're willing to take you to court, then the videos are reinstated, which is what's happened in this situation, is that they've striked the 2 videos, they've left it up for the 10 days after YouTube actually got involved, which took a little while after I submitted the claim, because obviously it needs to go through YouTube's legal section. But now it's came back that the videos are back up. So just in case any of you guys are wondering like what happens there, if you're worried about it, etc. And don't get me wrong, like even with my background, I was worried about this actually going to court, and it wasn't for the fact that I was worried about winning it, because I do think we're in, like, we, the royal we, we're in the right in this situation. But the reason I was worried is because it has to be held in Los Angeles. Like, it gets heard in Los Angeles in court, and like I don't have the money. I'm trying to buy a house. I don't have the money to fly to Los Angeles. So it was a worry. And like obviously my YouTube channel is my business, and like I don't want to lose my business, as any entrepreneur, if you want to go as pretentious as that, would tell you. We don't want to lose our business. And it was a worry for me, but it was something that I believed firmly in, and I don't like the fact that Sony tried to swing their dick around on this one. And it's like, you played the game, we didn't give you it. I may or may not have broke the embargo, because I never got told the embargo. So it wasn't binding me in any way, because I never accepted an embargo, I never got told one, so I never broke one, in essence. So yeah, I don't know, it's like, I as I said in the previous video, I wasn't happy that this company was kind of swinging their dick around telling me what to do, and so easily willing to strike my channel and destroy my business over it, because we don't know. Okay, YouTubers don't know what happens when your channel gets a strike. We know that the first strike, at least if you've got any size of YouTube channel, the first strike doesn't do much to your channel. The second strike does. The third strike, you've got a chance of actually losing your channel, and the fourth strike, they will straight up delete your channel. No getting it back. It's straight up delete. So yeah, obviously I was worried, and yeah, I don't think that anyone else should ever have to go through that because of the whim of someone at Sony deciding that, you know what, no, I didn't say you can have that game at that time, so therefore strike your channel. And I believe that was a flagrant misuse of the DMCA. So yeah, that's why we decided to fight it. And like I said, I'm going to seek further legal counsel on whether or not I can actually get some damages off of this, because I feel like I've been quite severely wronged in this situation, where I was kind of singled out and attacked, because there was, as I said in the previous video, there's plenty of other videos on YouTube of the exact same content, even further, where there were people that were further into the game and actually spoiling end cutscenes, that their videos were still up. And it's like, well, that's not really cricket, is it? So yeah, we're gonna see about that. As for the other case, I suppose, with the music on the Far Cry game, we are still waiting to hear back about that. So with that one, they've got 28 days, so we're still waiting on, and I fully expect that they will not choose to strike my channel and take down the video, because once again, it will go the exact same way for Universal Media Group if they decide to take down my not my channel, my video. And they too will get a counter notification for that one, because once again, I'm fucking sick of this shit. Excuse my language. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of these companies just throwing their weight around like, oh well, you guys are just little YouTubers. You've not got the money behind you for the lawyers. You've not got this, you've not got that. And it's like, no, you know what? I will call your bluff, and I'll see exactly how far you guys are willing to go to uphold your copyright, even though it's very, I don't know, it's very touch and go whether or not they can even do that. And in my opinion, and the reason I'm willing to fight this is because I think that they're not allowed to do it. That they are abusing the fact that we're small businesses. Essentially, we're tiny compared to people like Sony and Universal Media Group and all of that that throw out these strikes. Like I don't know, like it's fucking to them it's nothing. To them we are literally nothing. Like fuck man, if I was earning £40,000 a year, that's still a drop in the pan to what these behemoths actually earn. So they don't care about my business. They don't give a fuck. They just care about protecting their copyright however they see it, and it's wrong because they don't even consider fair use. They don't consider what is being put on the screen. They don't consider anything at all. They've just got an algorithm that matches the shit. They've got fucking YouTube's content ID scheme, and I'm trying to stop swearing as much, especially doing these update videos. But yeah, they've got the content ID scheme that just like boom, flag, doesn't matter. Might be a 6-hour video, but that 20 seconds belongs to someone else, so does all the money. Ah man, but yeah, so we're still waiting on that. Long story short, TLDR, TLDL, I suppose. I didn't listen. Sony pussied out. UMG are still waiting, which I think they're going to default on it, or I think they're going to just let it run out of the time, and it'll be totally fine as well. But the good thing about that is I get all the money from that. I don't need to take them a quarter or anything. And because of Sony pussying out, I'm seeking further legal counsel on whether or not I can get damages. But I'll keep you guys all informed because I mean, you guys are part of this as well, if that makes sense. Because you guys have a vested interest in this channel and how this channel does, because I'm the one that's supposed to be entertaining you guys. So yeah. Anyway, I'll be doing some more update videos. I've been wanting to talk face to camera to you guys about like different bits and bobs that are going on. I used to love doing this, and I kind of stopped recently. I mean, I was in quite a shit place, so I kind of stopped. But I don't know. It's helpful. It's like studio therapy session, I guess. But yeah, anyway, no one cares about that. Onwards and upwards, I guess. So, as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Studio, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Button. There we go.